her to play the lead in this play. So yeah, my mom believed all this stuff, and this woman believes all this stuff, and it's really horribly sad. It's funny until you think about the fact that they believe this stuff, and all these things that they hope for never happen. My mom would have people coming over to her house, or to her, to pick her up, to take her out to dinner, or to go to Thousand Trails camping. You know, she'd get herself all ready, she'd get all dressed up, she'd pack up her stuff, and then those people would never come. And she would feel betrayed because these people, which probably weren't even real people, just imaginary people, imaginary friends, would never come. My mom went to department stores and bought things and wrote checks with money she didn't have because she thought she was a multi-millionaire. So it's really awful. It destroyed my mom. She lost her apartment. She was evicted. She ended up at the hospital in one of the locked kind of places in the hospital for several months. It destroyed her. She's lost every friend. She's not the person I knew. My mother is alive, but she's not alive. And the funny thing is I grew up with this woman raising me, and so everything she taught me about myself, I'm now 50 years old this year, and I have to kind of go back and try to figure out who I am. So that's partly why the whole atheist thing is like, the religion stuff, I got into it to please my mother, and you know, I believed it because my mother believed it. So that's all. This is a long video, but I thought maybe that something educational could come out of this poor woman having her breakdown thrown all over YouTube, like, hey, look at this crazy old lady, let's all laugh at her. Would you laugh at somebody who had lost their legs? Would you laugh at somebody who was blind? Would you laugh at somebody who was burned in a fire and was horribly scarred? Would that be funny? This is a horrible illness that is clearly destroying this woman. It's destroyed my mother. It just destroyed what little tiny relationship I had with my mom. Mental illness is a hideous, hideous illness, and nobody asks to get it. And it needs to be taken seriously, and people who are victimized by it, yeah, it's frustrating to deal with them, but don't think it's funny. You know, it's funny in a sad, sad, sad way. It's not funny like, ha, ha, ha. You know, and I used to laugh. I don't anymore. And unfortunately, sometimes I think that's what it takes for people to understand how not funny mental illness is. So anyway, if you've listened this far, thank you for listening, and that's all. Thanks. Bye.